Hey guys, I'm going to start off with a Jumpstart today, and then after we warm up, I'll get into a draft. So we got both Jumpstart and draft going on. I haven't seen Devilish. I'm not familiar with that one, but there's also dogs. I want to play with the dogs. Heavily armored dogs. Let's go predatory dogs. We'll see how this works. Plant always seems to freeze up on the first match each time I launch it. There we go. Alright, so we got our colors. We got an elk. Guess we'll keep it. Could be worse. 4/4 beast is hard to complain about. Got a 2/2. They have a 2/2. I guess we'll just sit tight. I don't really need the land ramp here, so I'm going to just take the trade if it's offered. If they play a combat trick, I'll get a land. Alright, cool. That's fine. Alright, our bun's playing heavy life gain. We'll get a plains. That'll put us at 3-3 for our colors. Okay, well we've got a pretty good combo coming up here. I'm going to play Ravenous Baloth. I suspect that this is going to run into some sort of combat trick or something based on what we've seen so far. Alright, cats can destroy enchantments. Well, that means pacifism is going to have a hard time, but they didn't do anything tragic for us, so that's nice. We'll create some dogs. Yeah, I don't really have a good attack here. Trading the Baloth for the Sovereign's not good. Alright. I don't want to let him attack then. Oh, it's a cat. Very nice. Alright, so I can pacifism that. That would mean that his cat can't really attack us, or else he'll... Yeah. We'll go ahead and do the supply runners. I'll pacifism the keeper, and I'll just swing with the Baloth. Since these 2/2s really aren't good for anything else, but blocking the Sovereign. Now, if he has a way to force combat damage through with a cat, then this pacifism is just going to go away. But... oh, okay. We'll just spend a card destroying it. It's probably the best use he's going to get from that Crushing Canopy anyways, but he doesn't have a good attack. It's an instant. Okay, that's nice. I should have just gained 4 life instead of letting that happen. Oh, okay, all my stuff's dogs. Cool. Alright, well, we don't have any more cards, because we just drew a billion lands. Literally all my cards are dogs. And he has the thing that gets him protection from dogs. Alright. Alright, well that was a very exciting game where we got hard countered. Yeah, Jumpstart's nice in that you don't have to build a deck, but I don't find a lot of these matches to be really engaging. It's pretty random whether or not you get good stuff, good matchup, bad matchup. I guess we'll keep it. Our opponent's playing Angels. We want white and green. And he's just going to cycle. Interesting. Alright, we'll go pack leader so that I can start attacking with him. And we'll do Watchdog. Prey Upon could be good, but okay. I'm surprised he didn't do that before combat. Maybe he was worried about a pump spell. Artifact or enchantment. I don't think we've really got artifact or enchantment cards. Of course, I haven't looked at my deck. We'll just put a counter on him. Okay, so I can Prey Upon for this to fight that, and then attack. He'll probably take the trade, and then I can Fungal Rebirth my dog back to my hand, and get, what, 2 1/1 Saprolings? I don't know if he would take that trade. The Chorister is pretty good. I'm just gonna attack. He's probably just gonna opt to take the damage and swing back with a Chorister, I would guess. That's a big life gain swing there. Okay. So I want to get rid of the Chorister, obviously, this turn, before he can start untapping with it. Now, if he has a big pump spell, then I would be quite out of luck. And then we'll get back the pack leader. Alright. That's something. Oh, alright, there we go. We did it. Archon. Alright. Let's see if we can get one more win, and then we'll go on to a draft. Nobody. Okay. We're playing against nobody. Nobody beat us. Ooh, Isamaru. That's cool. That seems like a good... I like that. Let's keep. Go 2/2 1-drop. Go for 3. So if he doesn't have removal spells. Alright, well if he was waiting for a counter spell, I got lucky. Oh, alright, goodbye all of my stuff. Irresistible Prey may be really good this turn. Alright. You're gonna block. Oh, it has Death Touch. Alright. Reading cards is good. We'll go with the more expensive thing. That seems really good. See what he goes to play. The attendant would keep up. Okay. He's just gonna get his card value. Oh, that's a good card. Of course, if I did that now, he would just get it back with the Dutiful Attendant, so... I'm going to just put a lot of power on the board, and then secure the scene whatever he wants to use to block. So he needs to kind of do another Barter in Blood this turn. Alright, so if he blocks here, then he is blocking there, and I get 3 damage through and lose my Watchdog. If I secure the scene, he still gets his chump block. If I do this, then I lose pretty much nothing. And he'll get back a creature. I think that's okay. I'll get 2 damage through, because I'll have to block my larger guys. I mean, getting 2 damage through seems pretty good. Let's just exile that. That might be a little early. I might should have played it a little safer. Alright. Alright. That was fine, we put on enough pressure. I was a little worried when my opponent started grinding out all the cards, but he fell behind on tempo because he was getting card advantage instead of putting stuff on the board. That Barter in Blood was quite good, though. Alright, we got a Mentor. Let's resign. I am removed from the event. And... Premier Draft Dominaria. I don't think I drafted Dominaria. Alright, we're gonna core draft, though. Yep, okay. 2021. Start grinding back those ranks. Since it's August, my ranks have reset. let's see how we can do. I haven't had a lot of success doing M21 drafts, so obviously I need more practice. It's hard for me to tell just how slow the format should be, though. My most recent experiences with it have been play all the 6 drops because they're pretty good. I'm not sure Bad Deal is part of that, though. Maybe it is if people are hanging on to cards that late. I kind of like the Enforcer, but it seems hard to build around because you'd need an aggressive deck to go with it. Secure the Scene, solid. I do like the Gale Sweeper. I guess we could just go like Warden of the Woods, though. Maybe I could do like a black-green, get some life. Green has some life gain. Oh, there's Llanowar Visionary. I'm gonna try the Visionary. It seems good in draft. Get a card, ramp yourself, it's a 2/2. Alright, well there's some life gain. There's a lot of good black getting past. But I have seen quite good effects with Sanctum of Stonefangs. They took the rare, so it's hard to tell what the person to our right is in terms of colors. So we'll just have to keep an eye out. I think the best strategy is not to aim for like 6 drops or anything. It's just to figure out what colors are open. You can get some pretty crazy decks if you have the right colors. Not that that really helped our last mono black deck, of course. We lost pretty quickly with that. I was a little bit disappointed by that. I think it could have done a lot better, but nevertheless. So this blue, this Roaming Ghostlight's a very good card. We see a lot of blue being passed. I'm gonna grab the Ghostlight. See if we can get that blue for ourselves. I've seen a lot of the more expensive decks go for this kind of sulti-color combination because it's got a good mixture of removal, creatures, and card advantage. I don't think I like 3 colors. I always felt like it was a bit greedy when they would do that. And I think green's probably also open. Because Drowsing is quite good, as well as Truffle Snout. This red Transmogrify reveals creatures. You see, I don't like that. Not for draft. I want to play this Sanctum, but I think I'm gonna start leaning away from these colors. Got Mistral Singer. Mistral can be good. I'm not convinced by it, but it's some decks it's been very, very good. I had one where I just got past like 4 of them, so I had 4 Mistral Singers and then a bunch of blue card draw. Oh, here's another one. I think both of these are quite playable in green, so I think we're correct that blue and green are both open. The Snare Spinner is pretty good. I'm going to grab the Temple. I think I'm fine going for blue-green. This seems okay to me. So we'll put this to the side for now. Ranger's Guile seems pretty good with Mistral Singer. That Capture Sphere also seems pretty good. I want the Guile. I've seen a lot of games in this format get turns based on well-played removal. Now, Larcenist, I'm a little less... Let's see. Larcenist could be good, though. If we're playing green, we can have combat tricks. It's either that or the Wishcoin Crab. And I know Crab's a pretty boring card, but it really helps some decks push into that danger zone of not getting run over. Because the 2-5 is just really big. Like, that's all there is to say. It kind of slows opponents down significantly. Glidemaster. Glidemaster's a fine card. We also see Deathbloom Thallid here, which I'm usually happy to run. So, looks like there's some availability in black. And a Tolarian Kraken wheeled back. I think, yeah, well, we're fine taking a 4-6 that can tap down their stuff. Miscast is okay. I don't really want to do Portcullis Vine. Take the Crypt Lurker on the off chance that we can play black. Maybe we just get cut hard on green here. I've seen a lot more blue than I have green, so green might not be a possibility. Boomsoder is so expensive, but so big. See, if I am 3 colors, then that's exactly the sort of thing I would be wanting to ramp to with this Llanowar Visionary. Okay, well, Unsubstantiate's a good card. Infernal Scarring's pretty good with evasion like this. Because eventually they're like, well, I have to kill the Singer, but then you get your card back from it anyways. Opt is very good with the Singer, though. I always want more Opt. I think I would rather... I think I like Unsubstantiate here. I don't really have any hope of that Opt wheeling back. I think it's easy enough to pick up. Hunter's Edge is easily the pick. Well, Frantic Inventory is alright. We could just try taking that to pump the Singers. Spine Megalodon's always solid, of course. I really want this black stuff, though. But I don't think we're playing black. I'll take Frantic Inventory. I'll see if we can get there. Just need enough of them. Alright, this is a lot of good stuff as well. I think it's another Hunter's Edge case. Rousing Reed. Yep. It's going to be Rousing Reed. Mainly because you can put it on the Pteranodon and start attacking, or Library Larcenist, and those are great. I want that counter spell too, the Lofty Denial, but I think I would rather get some Spine Megalodon right now. I'll take the Drowsing. A lot of Drowsing Pteranodons can be really consistent because you can just play them and some enablers for it. Need a short sword is what I need, though, if I'm going to be playing Pteranodons. So far, this looks pretty good to me, though. We've got some good low curve. This Frantic Inventory. I like it. Some good top end, but I want a couple more. I probably want 2 more 6+. Another Kraken and a Megalodon or something. Maybe one of those Wardens in green. To really punch our opponent to death once we get there. But our early games got some really strong stuff too. These Pteranodons hold down the fort really well. We've got some early pressure with the Singers and Unsubstantiate, as well as removal. Once we get down some early creatures, we can attack with Hunter's Edge to keep our opponent's board clear until they get to the point where they're playing their 6 drops, and then we just have to counter with ours. I think that's generally the sort of deck that we're building here. Wishcoin Crab or Mana Fixing. I don't think I want the Wishcoin Crab now. Throw on that black, see if we're gonna get cute. Don't want Life Goes On though. Not in this deck. Life Goes On is basically only belongs in that white life gain deck that puts counters on your creature equal to the number of health you gain. Truffle Snap's pretty good, but we're going to take the Megalodon. Because Rousing Reed on a Megalodon is basically the end of the game. There's not much playing after that. Yeah, I guess it's the tome anima. Oh, it automatically put in my sideboard? Nope. Where'd the tome anima go? Sure. I don't want rookie mistake in my deck. Okay, so Sanctum's pretty good. This Gadrak's really good if we were in red. There's not a lot for our colors right now. The Sanctum's fine. Draw and discard 1 is pretty good. Triggers our Tome Anima and Gnarled Sage automatically. I don't really care about comboing it with the green one if we were to find it. I think I'd rather just get the Visionary or the Short Sword. Short Sword's quite good. I do like Short Sword. It's a third Frantic Inventory or a Drowsing. We got the Short Sword. I think that's just really great with Drowsing, so I'm going to go for it. I don't want a third Spined Megalodon, I think. This Pride Malkin is pretty good for us. I kind of want this Temple for myself, but I think the Pride Malkin's going to make the cut. Well, maybe. No, I've got enough ways to get my stuff up to 4 power. I don't think I need it. And I am running low on slots. I've got a lot of good stuff in my deck already. I'm just going to take the Temple for my collection. I'm not planning on splashing black at this point. We've gotten enough good blue and other cards. Alright, well, we're just going to jam this discontinuity in here, because that's hilarious. That triple blue, though, is probably a good reason not to be running it, to be honest. But we're going to. I'm gonna start cutting some things here, because we got a lot of good cards. Two Rising Reeds just fine with me. Works with just Pteranodons. I'm gonna cut a Keen Glide Master, maybe even 2. I need to cut 1 more card. I'll play Pteranodons all day. Yep, okay. So Tussin Training slides right into our deck. Sanctum Wield, which is pretty crazy, but there's no reason for us to be taking it. But I'm probably not going to run that Wall of Runes, so might as well. Yeah, I'm not going to play any of this. I don't think I want a Truffle Snout here, but it's more likely than anything else to go in. This is a pretty wild deck. Got a couple more cards I need to cut. Maybe these Frantic Inventories. Yeah, I didn't get that third one when I had the chance, and I think 3 is where I want to be with them. Got 80 gems. I probably had copies of this Temple of Silence already. I don't know my collection well enough. Yeah, so Take Inventory I think has got to go. The second one's cool, but we do have 2 Rising Reeds in its place, so I've got a bit of card draw already. I do like this Library Larcenist in here, though. Getting the Sword, the Ranger's Guile, and the Hunter's Edge, plus Insubstantiate, really gives me opportunities to attack with it, maintain card advantage while playing the tempo game. Four is probably too many Pteranodons, but I like it. I think I've got enough cards that'll work with it. I don't know what to cut from here, though. It's a little tough. Maybe the Kraken. Yeah, let's cut one Megalodon. To be honest, I can probably finish this game without the Megalodons, thanks to the way that we found 4 Pteranodons. I can just attack with them. So let's go for that. We'll go Pride Malkin to help make those work. Okay. So we shifted a little more towards the Pteranodon side of things, but I like it. I think it's a very aggressive way to play, and we got quite a few cards to back it up. We're just going to be very disappointed if we can't draw any of the things that make the Pteranodons able to attack. Because, as we've observed, this game gets a little one-sided once you get to the 6 and 7 drop range, and people just start playing very large things. The Pteranodons are good early game, but they don't stand up to a Megalodon like that. Well, this is alright. Not great, but it's okay. Would really like to draw a Pteranodon. Get that 2-drop action. Well, we got a King Glide Master. That's pretty good. Get shocked. Nope, no shock. Oh, no shock yet. I suspect it is coming. See what he does. If he goes and dubs it, yes, perfect. All right, we're gonna take a big hit here. But I actually am no, because we're just gonna unsubstantiate this next turn. There we go. Put that back into his hand. That's a good card advantage and tempo swing. Okay. We can get the Larcenist in the air to draw some cards, and I think that's what I want to do, because the Drowsing Pteranodon can block for us. Not well, but it can block. If I desire. I might not. I haven't decided yet. The problem with blocking here is I lose the Glide Master as well. Oh, or I get nothing. Alright, we're not blocking. And then we can just replay the Ogre. Seems good. Well, we still have the same proposition, and I like the card advantage. Our other alternative is Gnarled Sage. If he has more removal, then we're not going to be looking nice. I like the card advantage, though. Every time we draw, we can get more Pteranodons, basically. So obviously we want to go for the double block here, and apparently he is not is interested. Okay, yeah, this will clear both of our boards, which isn't good, but I think it's okay because we do have some large stuff here, and it kind of stems his assault. No, okay, that's interesting to me. he doesn't want the trade. I guess because we've got the clear board. Alright. See if he's got another Scorching Dragonfire. The reason I chose to do this instead of the Mistral Singer, I would rather trade the Singer for the Ogre, but I wanted to go... yeah, okay. I wanted to go Sage plus Singer next turn. Kind of regretting that now, though, because I don't have a good... oh, no, it deals damage equal to power, not fight. Sweet. Let me read Terror again real quick. Costs 3 life to target. Okay. Yeah. So let's put a counter on. Prowess triggers and I deal 4. No attacks. That hurt. But hopefully our cards are stronger than his now, because this Sage is pretty good. Or not. No blocks. Draw first. Discard the land. Alright. So I've got to basically eat through... yeah, I'm just going to have to triple block. Do I have to triple? If he has nothing, then he first strikes there and trades, or first strikes there and trades. So I can technically swing for 1 more. And if he has something, we just lose. I suspect that would be the case regardless, so we're going to get in for 6. That's nice. Cool. Okay. But I guess the problem he has now is that we can chump. It doesn't have... so he's gonna have to trade here, and then I need a roaming ghost light there. Since he's got the menace, we literally just lose. That's fine. He had more cards. Alright, this looks really good to me. Got the easy Pteranodon into Mistral Singer into Unsubstantiate and keep up the pressure. Alright, our opponent mulls to 5. And has a crypt. Alright. I don't think crypt is a particularly good... This is grotesque to watch. Crypt is not a particularly good card in Limited. Maybe they've got some... Maybe he took that Vadrock and needs the artifacts. I don't know. Alright, one Mistral Singer down. Alright, both Mistral Singers down, I guess. Opponent is playing a very particularly sideboarded deck against flyers and graveyards. Not sure I get it. But it's a good thing he did that before he untapped, because I could have just insubstantiated my own Singer, which I would have done. But now I'm going to start attacking for 3. It's not much of a game, because I can just bounce whatever he does this turn if he does anything, and then it's discontinuity to the end of the game. It's a little rough going to 5 cards in your hand, but playing Run of Fowls and Stormaz Crypts doesn't help that. I mean, obviously the Run of Fowls were really good this game, but I don't think I would recommend main decking it. I could be underestimating it, though. There's some decent flyers, but it's so bad to have a dead card in your hand if your opponent just doesn't have flyers. And there's Skyscanner in the format as well, so you have to deal with that before you can really make them sacrifice anything of value. Playing Run of Foul to kill a Skyscanner is just really awful. Okay, this looks very good to me if I can just find another land. And if I can't, I've got Tyrannodon. Let's scry for land. We did it. It's there. Alright, they have a Tyrannodon. I see your Tyrannodon and raise you a Tyrannodon. They get to Hunter's Edge mana before I do, though, so that could be bad. Alright. Well, this is going to hurt. Yeah. Just gonna take 8, I guess. Being behind on land is pretty rough. Oh, he's gonna wish he had that Return to Nature. Oh, it doesn't attack. I am thrilled to see that. I wonder if I had just played the Pride Malkin and swung if he would have traded the Tyrannodon. I can't see that being a good idea. I wonder why he didn't attack. I guess he doesn't want to race is the thing. Alrighty. I guess he's got Counterspell mana up now. Is he playing counters? So if he's playing counters here, then let's just go ahead and go with the Pride Malkin. If he counters it, then I can at least play the short sword. Yeah, okay. I see what you're doing. He's gonna have to have 3 more counter spells, which he might. He's just playing Lofted Denials. Sweet. I like seeing this. It's our opportunity. This could be a Ranger's Guile. Or we could get everything we ever wanted. Alright. Yeah, his going first was really good until he didn't get a land drop. That sucks, but we're basically playing similar decks. Next turn we can go Pteranodon, Short Sword on the Singer, and swing for another 7. Unless he plays something good. Oh, that's pretty good. Hunter's Edge on the Pteranodon would let me swing for more. Or I could... I feel like... Yeah, I'm just gonna... We're gonna trade the Pteranodons. Because that way we're keeping parity with each other and I'm still getting the Pteranodon in. And if he's sitting on a Lofty Denial, then that's okay. Because I've got the mana. Alright. Let's see what he has. His own Hunter's Edge. Very good. Well, we're just going to, I think that just wins. Swing in for 4 twice. Nice. Yeah, his missing his land drop kind of put him on the back foot. I like it though. Someone else who plays a lot of Pteranodons. Alright, let's keep going. It's nice being able to play a deck that runs 2 Hunter's Edges like this. I think that's a very strong card if you have the time to play it. And our deck kind of creates that time by having the Pteranodons. This is okay. I mean, we got that Rousing Reed combo that our opponent just tried. If they've got a kill spell, then we're going to be kind of out of luck, but we'll have to take that risk. Maybe they'll wait and give us a chance to use Discontinuity as a counterspell against it. Or they could be running Insubstantiate. That could be bad. But what I mean by Pteranodon allowing us to run Hunter's Edge is the Hunter's Edge is expensive, and it needs you to have a strong creature in play. Pteranodon comes down before Hunter's Edge does, and it usually sticks around and slows the game down, because they don't often want to attack into it. Because it'll cost a little bit bigger of their creature, so they get a mana disadvantage if they do so. Like a 3/3 trades with a 3 mana creature rather than a 2 mana creature. And so my 2 mana creature takes something much more value from them. So they're usually reluctant to until they can kind of maneuver a situation into play where they can take advantage of it. And because of that, I usually have a creature sitting around that I can use Hunter's Edge on. And it's big enough to kill something of theirs. It kind of creates that little time pocket for me to use it without falling behind on the board. Because it's just a mana-efficient creature, it helps me win the mana game, and therefore I have time to play Hunter's Edge, and then it is specifically set up to help punish them when you get Hunter's Edge off, because it turns into a 4-power creature that you can just start swinging with. It activates its own ability. So that's what I mean when Pteranodon enables the Hunter's Edge, is it just kind of sets up the situations where it's good. Okay, our opponent is milling me. I guess they could be doing like a life gain mill stall thing. We're going to Rousing Reed. And we'll discard... I kind of want these lands. The Visionary. Oddly. Well, no. Yeah. My game plan right now is double Pteranodon into Hunter's Edge. So the Visionary is going to be very late in that setup. Let's see if he's got some creature bounce or direct removal. He is going to gain some life. Might as well. Alright, we got some more payoff for these Pteranodons. Now what I'm going to do here is play the Pteranodon and then swing, because if he has a removal spell, he'll use it before combat. And then I can discontinuity it. I'm hoping this resolves. If he goes for kill spell right now, then I think I just let it happen. He's definitely thinking about something. I think he's thinking, man, Lofty Denial isn't going to do anything. Alright, he did the thing. Yeah, we'll just discontinuity this. Keeping my creature in play is important enough. I don't mind sacrificing my combat step there to keep my Pteranodon in play. Okay. It's unfortunate, but overall I think okay. We're not getting milled so hard. Now the question is, do I just play this a test and training right now? And I think I do. There's no shenanigans that are going on here. I'd rather use it now than go for some element of surprise and, like, wait. You know, there's a lot of good cards that just got milled. Barter and Blood here would be pretty sick. I don't think that's in standard. Okay. Well, we don't need our Hunter's Edge at the moment. Let's just swing and see what happens. Alright, looks good for us. Opponent might just be flooded on lands. Gonna get rid of one ourselves. By Kraken and Gorehound, it's fine. We don't need cards that kill our opponent. So hopefully he tries and wins here with a creature. Okay. I like how that looks. We've got 6 lands in play, so I can't double Hunter's Edge if he counters one of these. Which I suspect he will. Lofty Denial, I think, is 4 mana, so... Well, if it is Lofty Denial, then I think we're doing okay. Because that's his last card, and then I'll be swinging for a bunch. If it's a kill spell, then we'll be doing a lot worse. Oh no, in a kill spell, I'm still killing his creature and swinging with a lot. No, kill spell would be okay. Lofty Denial, okay. It is. So we're looking pretty good. Yeah, you can double block here. Trade. Go down to 5/4. Oh no, I get one trample through as well. and he has to top deck a removal spell. We get Stitcher, I'm flying, so that is end of game. Big game. It was a little close. Lofty Denial as counterspells plus versus Teferi's tutelage is interesting. That racks up pretty quick, a few more turns and we would have been dead. I might have to try that at some point, but I don't know. Maybe use some like Black Death Touch if you can get a bunch of Fetid Imps. That could be fun. Finding the time to play a tutelage is hard, though. Playing that basically let us get another creature on board, which is eventually what killed him. But I don't think you can afford not to play it on turn 3. Unless you get 2. 2 to Teferi's tutelage will kill you pretty quick. Alright, this seems okay. Sweet. Another Pteranodon. See the Truth. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to cast it again somehow. Give it a flashback. I mean, I guess it's just fine as a card in Limited. You can spend 2 mana to filter some of your draws. Go, Pteranodon. So blue-black probably has some form of kill or bounce. I don't know what I would discard from here. Probably that Singer, to be honest. But we're just going to put a little pressure on. I'm going to go for 1 land. And the only reason I do want 2 lands, but I suspect I'll draw another in the next 3 turns, which will be okay. So Grasp of Darkness seems good. Okay, he's going for his own Rousing Reed. Which I guess means I just counter with Hunter's Edge. It's a little weird, but let's press the attack. Hunter's Edge now. Oh, that's nice. Hunter's Edge puts me out of Grasp of Darkness range, which is incredibly valuable. So now if he wants to kill it with Grasp, he's going to have another Mistral Singer, and then trade that and the Grasp, which is enough time for me to do other things. Okay, Capture Sphere. That's... alright. Fair enough. Yeah, let's go Visionary. I'm really hoping to draw a land here. That's not a land. That's okay. Discontinuity is pretty good here, I think. Well, maybe not. If he just makes, like, a Blood Glutton, then I'm in trouble. Short Sword is good. I like Short Sword. So I've got 5 mana to work with. I can... yeah, let's just put a bunch of stuff in play. Sure. Here's a Pteranodon. And he is still active from my other Pteranodon, thankfully. Although he can be killed by Grasp of Darkness, so I suspect that will come at some point. He's got 4 more mana to work with here. Probably end up trading the Pteranodon for that Riddle form. I could Hunter's Edge. I'm just gonna go with the safe short sword. We'll see if he counters it. You could lofty denial this. Yeah, that's okay. I'm kind of fine with that. Okay, he can trade here if he wants. I've got plenty of cards in my hand that getting rid of this riddle form's cool. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have. Considering he doesn't really have any cards left to trigger riddle form with, it was almost dead. Yeah, that Larcenist isn't surviving. We're not dealing with that. Ouch. Alright, he tried to have some sort of like... Okay, he was going for like a tempo aggro strategy. I see. Alright, we'll counter that. I think we played our cards right. Discard a land, get that Pteranodon. And he's dead next turn if he doesn't play a creature. A flying creature specifically. Nice. I like the way the deck was looking like it was supposed to work. Counterspells plus a low curve means that you can keep your opponent off their big stuff while you attack with Walking Corpses. Riddle form just isn't aggressive like that in a lot of cases. Unless you're running Unsubstantiate, Riddle form doesn't help you attack, it helps you trade on their attack. Which I guess helps you kind of deal with their counterattacks, but I feel like if you're attacking with Walking Corpses, they're not going to swing their stuff into your riddle form. So I don't know. Needed a little work. I could see it being a constructed thing. A little hard to do in limited. This is not a good hand. I don't think I can keep this. I like Rousing Reed as a card. Not really keepable. Alright, let's ditch a forest. Not a lot to work with this hand, but I'm sure we'll draw something. Oops, that's not an island. We'll go Pteranodon. I'm willing to trade the Pteranodon for his Watchdog. If he goes dub on the Watchdog, then I guess we'll just unsubstantiate it. Okay. Hunter's Edge. I wasn't attached to that Mistral Singer anyways. Basically, I've got to wait for a good opening for this Unsubstantiate. This might be it. Next turn I can... No, I can't attack with the Pteranodon. I think I'm actually just going to trade with this here. It's safe enough. Oh, now I want it back, but that's okay. Roman Ghostlight's not great here. Making him replay the Sage is okay. But it's really not great. I was really hoping to be able to play this Mistral Singer. I'll keep it. I can play that next turn with the Singer. He doesn't have reach. So I guess we're unsubstantiating the Gnarled Sage when he goes to play it. I don't like that extra life. That's a whole turn's worth of damage for me. Yeah, I mean, it's a race. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm winning this race. The Gnarled Sage is too good. Oh, maybe. I mean, I've got a lot of flyers. He can block one of them, which is probably the Keen Glide Master. I'll get 5 in, and then he can't block the other. Yeah, I mean, the Sage itself is not enough to win. Drowsing might. Okay, so next turn I have to be prepared to block quite a bit. Wait, is this lethal? So I can put it on the Singer, and then he'll have to block the Singer. And if he has a Hunter's Prey, then I just lose, right? Yeah, if he has a Hunter's Prey, I lose. So this may have been a poor choice. Maybe I should have just played it safer and just swung with the Singer. But then I would have had to block on the defense as well and lose some guys. I don't know. I don't like it, but he hasn't slammed down the Hunter's Prey yet, so maybe I haven't lost. Oh, I definitely should have equipped the sword to the Visionary. I guess ultimately it's not going to make a difference one way or the other. He either has removal for the Visionary or he doesn't. Oh, wow. Okay. He didn't have the cards he needed to win. Very close. I think that was a gamble that maybe wasn't ill-advised for me. It just ended up working out. I do like these blue-green tempo-based decks. I play them quite frequently in draft. Bounce is, I think, usually cheap enough and unpredictable enough that it throws off your opponent's game plan. And it really messes with their tempo ability. Incidentally, with the new ban list, I'm basically interested in playing blue-green tempo as well and constructed. Now that Teferi's not a thing, flash decks are going to basically run rampant, I think. I haven't tested this yet, but I suspect that I could take a Simic flash deck into the constructed queue and do very well with it. Well, this is it's enough to get started, so we'll keep it. I think taking out the Megalodons was definitely the right call for this deck. I'll keep it because I do need lands for this. The Drowsing Pteranodons have done all the work. I haven't needed to worry about spine Megalodons at all. Let's put down another. This will be great next turn with a Hunter's Edge. Alright, this is a little wasteful, but it's also a lot of damage. I say it's wasteful because that 3-1 wasn't a big threat to me, and I probably could be better off saving this removal for a big flyer. Like, whatever he plays this turn, I might just be like, well, I have regrets. Nah, I don't regret that. Let's see if he goes for a double block. He does. I'm pretty sure I'm okay with this trade, actually. But do I have anything else? I can play the Larcenist. Yeah, I'll go for the Larcenist. I can insubstantiate his thing next turn and swing, hopefully. So the other play was bouncing his Concordia Pegasus and keeping both my creatures. Land? No land. May have just given up an important tempo advantage here by not bouncing his Watcher. Maybe he'll attack though. Nope, okay. I think I can see how he'll block, and it'll be pretty good for him. Yeah. There's gotta be a way to do this. So if I bounce this to his hand, he spends his whole turn playing the Gales. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna bounce the Pegasus. You can have your 1-3. I keep my Pteranodon. Play my land. Alright, I think this is good. Now I can discontinuity on his turn to take another combat step. If he trades here, that would be ideal. That's interesting over here. Double blocking. I think the Singer would be better off chump blocking here. Either way, mostly I want to get rid of the Watcher. Yeah, I'm not sure he really has any good blocks. Alright. Oh, he double blocked because he was worried about the prowess trigger. That makes sense. I mean... in that case, the safest play is just to play another big threat. Nice.
My skills are aged to perfection.
I don't think it's... yeah, I don't think that's that great. Okay, that's pretty good. Getting an extra creature in. It's gonna immediately, so I can't tap anything down. Okay. So Tessin training. So the problem is if I cast anything here, then I don't get to discontinuity him, and I really do want to discontinuity him. So if I... I mean, I think the safest thing is just to kill Teferi, right? And this is how I kill Teferi. Oh, sweet, I have a roaming ghostlight. That's also very strong. So we both go here. I mean, so what if I just swing at him? He has to double block there, yeah. Yeah, I can't quite kill Teferi, but I can force him to lose creatures in defensive Teferi. I mean, I guess at this point, 1 damage to Teferi versus 1 damage to him is the same thing. It doesn't matter whether I attack Teferi or him, because it'll be lethal. Let's kill his flyer. Alright, we kill nothing. Not going to be able to phase anything out next turn, so I can roam in Ghostlight and probably kill him. Probably should have just played creatures, to be honest, rather than this to test in training. Something big. And saves a blue. Roaming Ghostlight? Scare the scene. Okay. You know, I'm kind of fine with that. That's still a creature that's lethal damage to him. Yeah, I'll... Sure. Yeah. Kind of just overrun. Ooh, Baron. I like Baron too. I don't know if he's good. I want to make him good, but I don't know. Baseline 2/2 that bounces a creature for 3 though is fine. I do like that ability. And sometimes he, instead of bounces their stuff, bounces your stuff for a card. Goes well in a Fairy Miscreant deck. I don't think Fairy Miscreant's a good card, but I guess people are playing it in that Flyers deck. No. No, I don't. Well... I don't think it's a good hand. I don't think that's much better, to be honest, but here we are. I mean, it's hard to complain about the Drowsing Pteranodon. Oh, my Ranger's Guile. I guess no reason not to play the Pteranodon turn 2 now. I was considering waiting to make sure I had Ranger's Guile mana open for it, because this is a pretty easy grasp target. Let's go for it. Oh, it didn't grasp. Alright. We're in business of some sort. Oh, he's got some life gain going on. That's fun. I should do a Griffin Airy draft deck if possible. It's hard to get to, though. That uncommon is hard to pick up. Alright. He's gonna get himself some stuff. We're gonna continue attacking. I guess we're not really racing very well, though, if he's gaining life. I should have moved the sword over. That's bad plays. Alright, I guess we're gonna go for a Gnarled Sage. He should be able to hold down the air a little until that gets killed. Maybe he held on to the grasp because he was playing life gain and wasn't really worried about Drowsing Pteranodons. That seems very strong. I worry for when he plays another Revitalize. This game is going to be pretty much done. I'm just going to spread our threats out a little bit. Hand's empty, so he knows exactly what he can do to win. Just probably just play Revitalize, Revitalize. Ouch. Yeah, that seems really good. I need an unsubstantiate pretty bad. That's not unsubstantiate. I think we just lose. Like, I can chump block next turn. Maybe I'll draw an unsubstantiate. Let's go for it. That's nice. Cool. I guess the test and training technically could draw a card. Alright, Pteranodon. Alright, we lost that one. Not even close. even if we got the unsubstantiate, that vampire's life gain triggers probably could have killed us in the end. Alright, let's see if we can get one more. It all comes down to this last match. Alright. Nickel Bolas. Let's see what you're playing. It's an okay hand. I'm sure we'll find something amazing with the Temple of Mystery. It's mulliganing and thinking hard. Alright, he keeps 5. That's rough. But still has a good chance against a hand like this. I've gotta find some sort of value off these Mistral Singers. Stats and War Training wouldn't be bad. Oh, you might not have found another land. Could be unfortunate. Oh, we found it. Okay, Sanctum. Alright, the clock is on. He's got his lands. He's got all kinds of lands. Lands for days. Alright, let's see if he doesn't counterspell. See if he plays any sort of removal. I think I can outrace his Stone Fangs like this. Roaming Ghostlight. I could counter it with a Ranger's Guile. I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to outcard advantage him, so that's fine. It's not that fine, but we'll pretend it's fine. I guess we just do this. That way if he does go for some sort of removal, I can Ranger's Guile it. Man, that Sanctum is doing a lot of work. Alright, we got a Spined Megalodon. Should have gone for the Mistral Singer, apparently. We'll just chump block with the Larcenist, I guess. Oh, I could have unsubstantiated this spell while it was on the stack. That's the main point of playing that card. Ranger's Guile. Kraken could actually block. Yeah, I'm not gonna play around with 5 life. So I've got 5 damage and 5 damage. If I just put a stop on his upkeep and draw, then I should be able to just kill him with unsubstantiated or discontinuity. Let's see if he has a counter spell. Oh, that's my turn. Alright, for once discontinuity got us there. I always wonder when I put in my deck if it's any good. It's a strong effect, but you kind of just want stuff that does things that's at that mana slot. Like creatures that can kill your opponent, counter spells. Take an extra turn is not bad though. Alright, well, we won because our opponent mulled to 5. It's a good strategy. Let's claim our prizes. Oh, or that's okay, I didn't want to look at them anyways. Thanks, Arena. Alright, well, I'll be back on Friday with, pretty sure I'm doing a blue-green Joel Rail card draw deck. I might try and make Take Inventory work, as terrible as it is. We could do some, like, Fairy Miscreant, Take Inventory, draw all the cards nonsense. I'm sure nothing could go wrong with that. We'll be back on Friday, so I'll see you then.